um, by either the government or the bank that you're a customer at. Now, in Denmark, where I live, there have been a couple of articles where I can read that the banks are depositing, our money, the customers' money, in the central bank at an interest rate of a little over 3.5%, which means that they make money off of having our money, the customer's money, in the central bank. In return, as a customer, um, I get nothing because, funny enough, the banks don't think it's a good idea to move away from the 0% interest rate that we had during the COVID crisis. They think that's a very, very good idea to just keep it there. And if you're a customer that doesn't have any debt in that bank, in the form of loans, then you're at a very weak bargaining position to raise that interest rate. And that's kind of my position because I don't believe in debt really, except when you're buying a house or investing in your own company. So that's my situation. Um, it's a very unlikely I'll be able to raise that interest rate on my deposits at that bank. And meanwhile, they're making 3.52% at the central bank on my money, of which I get nothing. That's one side. Another side is when the state makes money off of your money that it actually owes you in return tax. I read that the Danish government made 200 million Danish kroner in keeping the taxpayers' money before returning it to them. And also that money was deposited at the central bank. So private banks and the state makes money off of our money, keeping it deposited at the central bank at a 3.52% interest rate. And we get almost nothing. It's our money. We work for that money. We create a value in society for that money. We pay taxes of that money. We deposited it in the private banks, and we paid too much in tax, which the government is holding and making money off of until it pays it back. And we get pretty much nothing out of that, unless you are one of those people with loans and financial instruments, that the banks are selling you. Then you have a position from which you can bargain for a higher interest rate on what you have deposited at that bank. But for other people, you can't do that. And so I think it's becoming a democratic problem. I mean, when do people make money off of their own money? We have high inflation, we have rising taxes, we have rising fees that the banks create out of nothing to increase their own profits annually. So when do we get compensated? When do we get to make a return on our own money? Um, it seems to it seems to be more and more opaque how the banks take our money, how the state takes our money, and how our money is administered. And yeah, I just think it's a bad bad development, to be honest. I don't know what you think, but leave a comment in the section below. I'll see you in the next video.